Hello, everybody. My name is Garrett Morris, and this is my channel. And I wanted to start a YouTube channel so I could tell my story on my journey of detoxifying my body and healing. And I think it'll be good for me to get get my thoughts out into videos. It's much easier than writing, and maybe I can help some people, and I can help myself heal better, more efficiently. So I was diagnosed with reactive. Oh, by the way, the background is a mess, and I'll explain. This is kind of my work area. I'll explain what I do in future videos. But yeah, so I was diagnosed in 2011 with reactive arthritis, which is a rare form of arthritis. Um, and basically a lot of my joints were swollen, red. They hurt. Um, Prior to my diagnosis in 2007, I had my foot swell up, and then my hip, which uh, which a lot of people thought was sciatica. I went to many doctors, chiropractors, and uh, no one really knew what I had. Um, so 2007, I went to a chiropractor, and he basically told me to eat yogurt and get 3 adjustments a week. So that's what I did for about 3 months, and in about 3 to 4 or 5 months, all my pain was completely gone, which is normal for a reactive arthritis case. Um, Apparently, it hits them and then it leaves. Um, and that's like a normal thing. Uh, so I was great. I was working out. I was going to the gym. I was feeling good, playing a lot of music. I joined a touring band, and we were playing like 8 nights a week. 2 shows on Sundays, that kind of thing. Really busy. Wasn't eating great. Um, was going to the gym every day during the day, and then play gigs at night. And I ate a lot of Chinese food, fast food, cheap grocery sandwiches and stuff like that. So I was doing good. And then in the middle of a tour, I remember my leg started to hurt a little bit, and it kind of reminded me of the pain I had originally, and that scared me a little. And it just got worse and worse. Eventually, I was in a complete flare up. So bad, like so bad. I had to quit the band. I had to move back home. We had to get a hospital bed. I couldn't sit up on my own. I was having spasms. I would just move a certain way, and then my whole body would tighten up and spasm. Um, Went to a lot of doctors, ERs, ambulance visits. No one knew what I had till eventually an ambulance came with a buddy from high school who was driving it, and he was like, "I'm not gonna let you leave this hospital without you know them doing something." So I got admitted to the hospital. I stayed there for 8 days, and I was a human pin cushion. Lots of blood tests, MRIs, everything. And they came up with that diagnosis of reactive arthritis. So I went home, and they put me on naproxen, which is an NSAID, and sulfasalazine, sulfa drug. And I've always hated taking pills. They gave me Narcos as well. My mother had forced me to take those sometimes because I was in so much pain, and I just don't like taking pills. So that began my journey of trying to walk again. I couldn't walk for months, many months, um, and I had to do physical therapy. I had to relearn how to walk because I didn't know if your toe touched first or your heel. I forgot all that, and So I had to relearn everything, gain some muscle back, get rid of the inflammation, and I began walking again over many months. And then I began playing shows again. Um, I'm a drummer, so I began playing music again, and that's how I supported myself for a good 10 years. I still do now, but now I have uh, a business as well that allows me to pay my rent. so, uh, so yeah, I got better, and they actually put me on Humira, which actually took all the pain away, and I was doing really well for a while. I was touring a lot with the rock band, and you had to keep the Humira cold on ice or in a fridge, but I kept it on ice. It just became a real pain in the butt because you only use these once every 2 weeks. You shoot yourself it's like an EpiPen. So I was doing that, and after that first 7 week tour on the road, trying to keep ice in this thing, actually went through. I broke. Yeah, I had a plug-in cooler. Left it on overnight. The van died, and we had one of those Mercedes um, conversion van things, and so we couldn't jump start it. AAA couldn't do it. We had to get it towed 700 miles. It was for anybody to work on this thing because it's like a computer. No one wants to work on it. So that was a horrible, expensive experience. So I just stopped taking the Humira. I just stopped taking it, and did the tours, and the pain, a little bit of pain came back in my hip, and it was okay. I never went back to a major flare like that. I would always have this like shoulder knot thing going on, which I thought was from drumming, and then a little bit of hip pain. So I'd limp a little bit here, a little foot pain, but nothing too bad, nothing I couldn't deal with. And eventually, this was 2012. I was touring. So about 11 months ago, I I was just tired of being in physical pain. It got worse. I stopped taking all my medication. I basically stopped seeing the doctor, um, because they never have answers. They never had an answer for me. They just wanted to put me on this drug or that drug. And yeah, I could have kept doing the Humira and probably felt pretty decent for a while. I was feeling good, but it's not something that resonated with me. That I felt like, what am I supposed to do this the rest of my life? Uh, there's got to be a better way. So started seeking out healthy alternatives and just googling um, people that have healed themselves. An ex-girlfriend kind of got me into fasting, and she introduced me to a healer friend who's helped people heal these kind of things. And so I talked to him, and that's when I began my first 30-day juice fast. I did a couple 5-day ones before that, 3-day, 1 day, and I would do that after eating. I would eat something, and I would feel a lot of pain the next day, like stiff up here. I couldn't bend. I couldn't even look down. My joints hurt. At my hip, it was hard to walk, and so I'd do it like a day juice fast, and then and then a lot of that pain would go away, and I'd feel good again. And so eventually, I was like, all right, I talked to this guy, the guru, on the phone, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do the 30-day. I think I was on like day 3 of a juice fast at that point when I talked to him, and he suggested I go 30 days. So I went 30, and he told me to read the Arnold Ehret Mucusless Diet Healing System book. I got that book. I got Rational Fasting. So I was fasting. I was reading these books, um, and then I discovered Dr. Robert Morse on YouTube. Um, about 10 days into this fast or so, maybe 15. And so I switched to all fruit juice. Tastes so much better and it's just easier to juice. So I did all fruit juice um, the rest of that time. And then I ended my fast, ate some cherries. It was amazing. and, and then I ate for a couple days. And then I did like a 5-day grape juice fast. Um, and then I ate fruit for probably a month, and then I did 17 days on just watermelon. And throughout this whole time, I I lost a ton of weight. I mean, I got down to 107 pounds. I'm 5'9", 107 pounds at my lowest, and I think I used before that I weighed like 150 maybe one. So I lost a lot of weight, and I didn't feel that great, honestly. Mentally, I felt like best I've ever felt in my life, especially when I was on that watermelon fast. Um, just clear thinking, um, vivid dreams. Like these dreams were real. Uh, I had low energy though, even though I would wake up 3 or 4 in the morning. My balance was way off. So I would have lots of energy early in the morning, and then kind of during the day I was just like really exhausted, and I had to go play shows like this, and it was really hard for a little while. And the physical pain was one of the things that didn't leave. So it got really bad. I remember getting really bad in my shoulders during that 30-day fast. It would come and go in waves, so like my feet would swell up and then they'd go down. I remember I could run at one point. I was like, oh my god, I could actually jog right now, which I haven't been able to do in a long time. And then next week, like I couldn't even think about jogging. Um, and it would hurt to get up, or so it's kind of come and go in waves. Every few days, I feel good, and then I feel worse, good, like a roller coaster. So that was 11 months ago when I started all this. Since then, I've been eating mostly raw vegan. I mean, I've been completely vegan for 11 months, but mostly raw. Since after that watermelon fast, I got down to so much pain on that. That's why I broke the watermelon fast, because the pain was too unbearable. My feet, like everything was really bad. So I just was like, all right, I'm gonna break this and start eating. So I started eating fruit, different types of fruit, and then salads, and then I went through a period of a few months where I was just I did a month of where I was fasting for 4 days a week, and then eating, and then fasting. I was taking herbs throughout this whole time too. Spent a lot of money on herbs. Um, so, and then I got to another point after that, fasting, eating, fruit mostly, some salads, to where I went to like eating cooked foods, like, and I got into falafels, and then I kind of would binge a little bit for 3 or 4 days on like cooked vegan crap. Not good stuff. Like falafel, it's deep fried or whatever. And then I'd get the veggie burger, the Hillary's veggie burger. I had that a couple times. I like soups, so I do like lentil soup. Um, and then I would go from that to like, okay, I'm gonna do a 3-day juice fast, or I do 12-day juice fast, and I do 2 weeks on just juice. So I was constantly bouncing back and forth. Try to maintain the pain level. And now where I'm at is for the last 2 months I'll eat fruit. Usually don't eat till about noon. It's 11:45 right now. I haven't ate anything or drank anything yet. So I usually dry fast till about noon. And then I did about 2 months on celery, parsley, lemon, and ginger juice every morning. So I wake up, have breakfast with the green juice around noon, and then follow that up with a fruit meal, like a mono fruit meal, like water. Lately, it's been watermelon because it's in season, or mangoes. So I'll do that, or oranges. But about a week ago, I stopped doing the celery juice, and now I've been doing like orange juice, fresh orange juice, or I'll just start eating watermelon around noon. And then so last 2 months I'll do fruit till 4. Nothing but sweet, juicy fruits. I stopped the banana. I still do bananas, but I don't tend to do them till after 4, unless I'm having a smoothie in the middle of the day for lunch. But I don't do as many bananas as I was at one point. So like I'll do like watery, juicy fruits like watermelon, mangoes, grapes, papaya. Ooh, papayas are. Oh, I love papaya. It's a good breakfast. So, and then around 4, I say 4, but I usually go to 5 or 6, and then I'll have a salad, big salad that I make, and then every week or so I'll steam some veggies or bake some veggies, sweet potato. So I've been doing that for the last about 2 months now, and I feel pretty good, kind of consistently. I just said to myself, I'm gonna stop juice fasting every freaking week because I was juice fasting like so much. I was like, but I'd yo-yo back and forth, like I'd go eat this. Okay, I shouldn't eat that. Okay, I'm gonna juice fast. Or it's like, oh, I know I'm gonna juice fast, so I'm gonna go get stuffed on this vegan pizza because I know I'm gonna fast for the next 5 days. So it's like this time I told myself, okay, I'm just gonna eat. I'm just gonna eat good. I'm not gonna eat that crap. I'm not gonna worry about fasting. If I need to fast, I'll know if I need to fast. I'll feel it like in my body, and I haven't had that feeling yet. So because I've been eating good, 100% fruit till 4, and then plant based after that, and not eating the pizza, the vegan meats or whatever. I never got into the vegan faux meats, but I did have a couple of the vegan burgers, black bean burger, whatever, a few times. But I'm just trying to eat to live normal, like, and eat like I would want to eat if I was healthy, and see how that. And it's been going pretty good. Last couple days though, I've been kind of down and low energy. I just started doing a Wim Hof breathing technique. I think I started about 3 weeks ago. Maybe that has something to do with it. Like, just my emotions have been kind of low lately. I don't know why. It's just like I don't want to do anything. It's just like motivation is kind of shot. But this is the first video. I'm already at around 20 minutes. So I'm gonna wrap it up. But that's kind of my story up until this point. In future videos, I'll get into what actually I eat, and if I take any anything else, and what I'm doing, and to heal myself basically. And you know, we could talk about music as well, and this mess behind me. So thanks for tuning in. My name's Garrett. Appreciate all of you guys and your support, and see you in the next video.